god, this is so uncomfy because I know Holly's in the next room and she doesn't know that I randomly decided to film and also put on a hat for no reason. You know what? I'm feeling the hat vibe, so I put the hat on. Anyway, welcome back to Vlogmas. This is our beer of the day. All the beers are like in German, but also like even when they're not in German, I don't really know enough about them to tell you. So anyways, I like this one because it's green. It's also not necessarily for today. Holly's been helping me catch up on some of them. So, ooh, I just popped. Okay. So this video is probably going to be really rambly because I didn't come into it with any kind of plan. Also, I'm wearing Bryce's hoodie. Shout out to Bryce if you're wearing this. I really want one of these hoodies, but I think they're not on the website anymore. Yee. Anyways, today talking about being off my medication and just medication in general. So last weekend I lost my ADHD medication. Last weekend I lost my ADHD medication and I haven't been able to find it. And the problem with ADHD medicine is that since it's like a controlled substance, I don't think I can just like call my doctor and ask for more. I haven't tried, but I feel like they're gonna be like, no. So it's been a pretty difficult week because first of all, there's like a little bit of withdrawal that comes with coming off of ADHD medication, but also like I need the medication. So it sucks not having it. And just in general, my mood's been pretty low. So, but it's kind of opened my eyes to maybe possibly getting on antidepressant medication with the ADHD medication, because I feel like with the ADHD medication, like I'm finally at a good dose. I'm feeling good. Like it's doing what it needs to do. I don't have like super bad side effects. Like it's not really affecting my appetite or my sleep. In fact, I've been kind of sleeping worse since not being on my medication, but that might also be due to the part that Bryce is staying in our hometown for a little bit to take care of some things. That might be a factor too, but yeah, I'm thinking about antidepressant medication because anxiety is still a problem for me. But also, the last time I talked to my psychologist, whichever is the one that can prescribe you meds, I can't ever remember. But last time I talked to them, they mentioned that the antidepressant medication could help with some of the withdrawal symptoms when I'm not on the Vyvanse medication. Because it is kind of like I like it because I feel more like myself to take the Vyvanse medication every day, but it's maybe not necessary for me to take it every day. And they mentioned that that could help with some of those symptoms. But I think even without the ADHD medication, I feel like the antidepressant could have benefits for me with like anxiety and just stabilizing my mood and stuff. And so my hope in making this video is to kind of tell you about my experience with meds, but also to kind of see if I can get some advice from my audience, which is mostly just people that know me right now. If you're on antidepressants, or if you have tried them before and like how it helped you and how it didn't help you. When I know the one thing that people always talk about is like lower libido and lower and gaining weight, but I'm not necessarily really concerned about either of those things as side effects. I'm more so just like, how did it help you? And like, what are some of the things, like with ADHD medication, it's like, yeah, it helps focus, but it also like helps with mood and stuff. So like what are like some of the things that antidepressants help with you besides like depression and anxiety just at the surface level? So yeah, comment down below just your experience, and you can talk if you're on ADHD medicine too, you can talk that down below. I really like the ADHD medicine that I'm on and the dosage that I finally found, because I feel like myself when I'm on it, and I don't feel like a medicated version of myself, if that makes sense. Which is something I struggled with. So I've been taking Vyvanse, I think, since like August of this year, but I had actually taken it before in college, but I kind of went to like a quack doctor in college where like everyone would go to get Vyvanse. And he didn't really ask me about a lot of my symptoms. He kind of just told me about my symptoms and let me nod. And it sort of went on a weird tangent, something about like his ex-wife and blah, blah, blah. But that's a whole other thing. But he put me on the highest possible dosage. And he told me that if I feel like whacked out a little bit, that it could mean I'm on too low of a dosage and need to up it even more. And I didn't want to go up because I felt terrible when I was taking it in college. It was like way, way, way too high a dosage. Like I think it's like 45 milligrams above my perfect dosage. And I had zero appetite. The only thing I could make myself eat, was Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches. I don't know why that was the one thing, but it was like the only thing I could stomach. And I also wasn't taking it very consistently. I didn't take it for every day. I was waking up at wildly different times, and so I would take it at wildly different times, and then it messed up my sleep patterns even more, and just like really messed with my anxiety. I had never had blood pressure problems before, but the first time that I was on Vyvanse and I was on that high dose, like my blood pressure went up, and it's never gone down since then. So it really messed with my health, and it also like was at like one of the heights of my eating disorder, and so you know, with the loss of appetite, I kind of leaned into that a little bit more. Not a little bit more. I leaned into that more than I should have. And a lot of people, when I got on ADHD medicine the first time, were like praising me and saying like, oh, you might lose weight on the medicine and stuff like that. And that just created like a really toxic mentality. So I'm really thankful that I worked on, you know, my eating disorder and my relationship with food before I got back on medication, because now I can be aware of those tendencies in myself and, you know, actually use the medicine in a way that can help me and find the right dose. Because I think part of it too in college, like I just wasn't as aware of my body, if that makes sense. So it's hard for me to like track the, like side effects and stuff. So that's kind of my history with medication. I'm missing my ADHD medicine. I'm hoping I can find it. I'm going to go back to Houston this weekend, not just for my medicine, but I'm going to go back to Houston this weekend, and while I'm there, I'm going to try to look for it again, because it's been a struggle. And it sucks to just be like exhausted and not feeling like myself and like not in my element, and also to like more beer, have to be so dependent on caffeine, because like with my ADHD meds, I have like a cup, and when I say a cup, I mean like 8 ounces of coffee a day, and like that's all the caffeine I really feel like I need. Instead, like I've been like drinking lots of coffee and soda and like energy drinks. Like I know energy drinks are the worst for you, but I love them. Also, like I'm not even like a good energy drink person. I'm like, I love a good Red Bull. Like I blame it on my dad giving it to me when I was like 8 years old, but I love the taste of Red Bull. Like, no, who says that? But I've been really dependent on caffeine like that, and so I'd like to get back to my medication because it's more effective and it's better for me than, you know, consuming that much caffeine. And it feels better and I feel like myself, so hopefully I can find it. But anyways, that's what's been going on in my vlogmas. Well, that's what's going on in my vlogmas world today. And I also had physical therapy today. I think it went really well. It's kind of I'm kind of still dealing with a lot of the same things, but I feel like I'm more aware of my body, and I'm more like, I feel like it is making me more comfortable, and I feel stronger, and I feel like more, I wouldn't say like flexible, but more like loosey-goosey a little bit. I'm not like so tight. And I kind of like having something to force me to like be in my body and to be focusing on my body and to be focusing on moving in my body in a way that feels good for me. And so I'm really thankful for it. And it's something I'm planning on continuing to do and continuing to update you on. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna go edit this real quick and finish my beer. Also, one more thing, housekeeping thing. I am, at least the last time I checked, like 1 subscriber away from hitting 50 subscribers. So if you look and your box that says subscribe is red, you are not subscribed, and you should click the red box and you should subscribe so you can be part of my happy 50 subscriber family. Yay! So please, please, please do that. Also, like this video if you enjoyed this very rambly conversation about mental health meds, and leave your comment down below about antidepressants, if you've taken antidepressants, your opinion on them, whatever, what have you. It's a conversation. I feel like I know most of the people that are gonna watch this video anyway, so yeah, let me know how you feel. Okay, thanks, bye.